Hey YouTube. Hey y'all. What the world? Why is this? Hey one person. Come on in the room. Hit the thumbs ups. I would appreciate it. Hit the thumbs. If you hot, hit the thumbs up. I'm not gonna stay here long because it's not hot in this room, but it's 86 degrees and the lights are the sun is coming down, the fan is running, I'm ready to lay down. So I'm just on here just for a few minutes. So I'm not gonna talk long. So anyway, as you can see from the title, it is hot. And it's not like excruciating hot, I guess, considering that when I leave the house, it's kind of like, it's not like it was I would say a few days ago or last week, because I don't really stay outside any length of time. And I pretty much get in the car, you know, turn on the air conditioner, but it's not blowing out any cold air. So I was like, oh my God. And three people. All right, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, y'all. I appreciate it. Let me go 3 for 3. Go ahead and say hi so I know who I'm talking to. I know some of y'all like to be in the background and don't say nothing. So would appreciate it. Hey, four peoples. I know I got the comments section allowed to talk. So I don't know why my screen looks so fuzzy looking. Let me see. I'm gonna turn on the light. Turn on the light just a little bit. Oh, ugh. What the hell? Come on, y'all. I see one person gave me a thumbs up. What about the rest of you? What about the three others?
Hey guys, it's Chelsea from The Financial Diet, and this week's video is sponsored by Fabulous.
Uh-oh.
I've teamed up with Fabulous,
You ain't
the
meant to hear
#1
that.
self-care app to help you build better habits and achieve your goals. And the first
Yeah. Well, let me just give a big overview. Nothing big to talk about. Nothing big to talk about. So anyway, I told y'all about that monkey pox. What did I tell y'all about that? I was one of the very first people to mention it on YouTube way before you started hearing it on the news. Way before you heard it on certain other people's channel who may have mentioned it. But I mentioned it first. I told y'all. So anyway, in terms of the recent numbers, it's not catastrophic yet, but it was like it's now like in the six figures, and it's not 10, 15 people in the United States that now has the monkeypox. Now they're speaking about thousands of people may have got it. Now, that is less than 3 weeks ago when I first kind of heard about it, when it was first kind of mentioned. But it's not rampant yet, I'll tell you that. But it went from, a couple of cases reported to the CDC and was in California. Well, I know it said one in Chicago and then California, but it was, they were saying it was mostly gay men who had sex that was getting the monkeypox. And now I read somewhere, I'm not going to pull up the article. Y'all just have to Google it. But now it said it was a baby and an infant that was diagnosed that had got the monkeypox. Now, it didn't say anything about how it happened or what may have happened, but in this case, the monkeypox is now transmitted contact. Now, whether it's a sexual contact, but for sure, and it first came out and started out as men having sex, and it was skin on skin. Now it seems, ow, oh my foot. Now it seems that it's been in the thousands now in the United States. Now, oh goodness. I even saw something yesterday that was so disturbing when I was at work. I did work yesterday at Amazon for 3 hours, and I had went in the break room just to take a little break. I didn't leave right away, but it popped up on the news about in Atlanta, the watershed system, about monkeypox being in the water system, and I was like, oh my God. So now this conception about how it's coming about. Now, if it's getting to that concern that is now in the water system, and it was saying there was several cases in Atlanta. But the CDC is based in Atlanta. And I don't know why they was testing or why they brought up and said it was some concern about the Atlanta water system with the monkeypox. I said, hell fucking no. Now it makes you wonder. Hopefully this will be taken care of while it's early, while they're able to eradicate it, while they're able to do their research. And the way this economy is going, now saying we may not be in a recession and all this stuff, and the stock market did a little bit good a couple today, but the COVID thing is rising, and the president has it. It's not anything detrimental. I don't know. I just don't know. There's a lot of things you have to be concerned about, and these last couple of months, that's as we enter the end of the year, in terms of the economy and everything else going on, and if this new monkeypox seems to come up, hopefully it doesn't get to the point like it blows up like COVID did, and then having some other ordeal to deal with, and hopefully it won't be politicized. But I'm not here to be a doom and gloom. I'm not here to make a doom and gloom video or anything else. I'm just going by what I've been hearing and what I've not here, but what I've been reading and what I've been seeing. And you have to think that, is it possible that with all these weather changes, like this, it's been so hot, and it's been like 100 degrees, and it's been so bad in Europe, all across the world, about this different climate change, and people are just suffering. I didn't even turn on my air conditioner because I was like, it still works, but I was like, I can't imagine. I tried to turn on the fan and let this hot air circulate, and luckily for me, in the front of my house is this big, huge tree. So a lot of the sunlight and a lot of the shade I don't get a lot of heat come into the house too much, And I pretty much stay upstairs in my room. I don't really go downstairs as much. And Charlie, where the hell he at? Where did Charlie at? Charlie, turn around. He's somewhere. He tends to jump on my bike, and then he'd be under this fan just chilling. But, it's just ridiculous. All right, I still got that same one thumbs. What happened to the other thumbs ups? And please comment, like, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. So there's not really much going on. I'm still working at Amazon. Um, I'm still trying to submit my resume for a technical sales position. And I've been applying for different companies, and I get the email, thank you for applying, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to let it discourage me, but I'm just going to keep on pushing. And since that stupid, let me tell you, SV Academy decided they were going to drop me from the program, even though I already graduated and finished the program. It's a point where it's supposed to help you find a job and help you with the with mentors and all this kind of stuff. And I've been waiting for to collaborate with a mentor, and they said me and three other people are assigned to a mentor. I haven't heard nothing from the person, no response, and I'm like, can we? Can I said I haven't heard nothing from no one. Can I be reassigned to somebody different? And people act like if you challenge them to do their job, they act like you complaining about something. And I said, so luckily for me, Amazon never did submit the voucher. So they said, well, we could cancel from the program or whatever, even though the post graduation thing they didn't do. Um, I still have it on my resume about SV Academy in technical sales. I've been trying to apply for different positions and I haven't heard nothing. So um, I'm just going to keep on learning and upgrading my skills. So I'm trying to learn a new technology, not new, but it's Salesforce. And I've been still trying to learn the code because I've been doing coding, learning coding and stuff. So I'm still learning that, and I'm still trying to get myself to ramp up to be the enrolled agent so I could study for that booklet that I got from last year and still study for it. But my goals about being an enrolled agent and stuff, I'm gonna still stay at TurboTax because it's always going to be a seasonal position. I start next month, well, next week to be exact. When is the 5th? The 5th? Not next. Yeah, it is the 5th. So next Friday, I should get my laptop delivered, and then I'll be working those few hours until October 15th. And then after that, we will be on dormant and then start training December for the new tax season next year. So I'm trying to focus on two things. One is still keep upgrading my skills with TurboTax, still upgrade my skills to be an enrolled agent, and then I'll get an extra $4, $5, or $6 more because next year when it's time to negotiate for a new salary, I'm gonna push for more money. And I've been still trying to tell y'all about if y'all need a job with TurboTax or whatever, send me your name and email. Send a message to me in my email. And because they are starting to look for people now, I do have a couple of people I need to submit their names to for my referral and see what happens there. Now, it's not guaranteed you get, oh, God. Ugh. It's not a guarantee you'll get the position, but they will contact and ask you some questions. Now I don't know what the pay is. I can only remember what I got paid and what they gave me, but I would say it's pretty good. And the good thing about working with TurboTax is that you make your own schedule. As long as you do the three things throughout the year, the tax season, you complete the first wave of training, which is usually the end of December. It's self-paced training. You complete it by within that week. You start the second peak season and you do the third peak. And if you work the required number of hours, you'll get, and also the surveys, you'll get the bonus. Now, the bonus, depending on the position, it could be anywhere from $2,000 or whatever. So I made the bonus last year. plus the extra $500. So I did get $2,500 because I exceeded my goal and I exceeded the um the bonus steps that I had to do. So um they still gonna give extra gift cards and points and stuff. So I have a lot of points on the gift card, and I'll be I'm not gonna do Panera bread. I was buying my stuff with Panera bread. I spend like $25 and get Panera because sometimes I like to eat their not breakfast, the dinner and lunch. But I'm still trying. I'm probably gonna use my points when it gets, it's the guy vacation package. I'm so mad that I cannot find my $500 voucher from Southwest Airlines from last year when I gave up my seat, and I haven't heard nothing. They turned around and gave me $150. I said, what about the other $350? If you knew that y'all gave me the 500, you could give me the numbers. I haven't heard nothing back from them. So I'm gonna follow up. This time I'm gonna make a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission. Sometimes you have to let governmental agencies involved and make a complaint for people to follow up. But the way how these airlines are acting with all these cancellations and all this stuff going on, people were trying to. They didn't have no pilots. There was strikes. There's shortages of plane personnel. And it's not just Southwest Airlines; it's all across the board. But it's been ridiculous. So you haven't heard too much about it on the news because there's so many other things going on in the news that you don't. Oops, the hell, get out of here. You hear all these other things going on that you don't really get to hear too much what's going on with the flight situation. But I've decided that um, I'm going to use mine around November to go somewhere. I figure it'll be cheaper for me to go around November, which is around my birthday, and I will be going on vacation for sure before December, most definitely before December. So I'm gonna go this year around October, November. I figure it won't be a whole lot of people going anywhere, and it'll still be good to go. There's not gonna be no hurricane season, and a lot of people probably go on those Christmas cruises and stuff like that. But I'm gonna do it during that time for sure. And because I don't want to wait till next year, God willing, I figured I'll do it before I start the TurboTax because in January, right around January, middle of January, parts of February, I'm gonna be really busy and I'm still studying for different things. So I'm gonna still look for a job and look for a career rather in tech sales. And I'm going to expand for other things too, like Salesforce. So I'm still trying to learn all these things I've been doing for so long. For so many years, I've been learning these code and this and that. So I'm still doing a lot of things. And then my backup is going to be taxes still. I figured, in this type of age, you have to have multiple streams of income. And sometimes I have to do beyond just resorting myself to working at Domino's and delivering pizzas and all these apps, DoorDash and all that stuff. That's just I mean, it's good and dandy for a little pocket change, but it's not going to help me get out of this debt. It's not going to help me pay off my mortgage. It's not, it might be extra income, but for me to really elevate or what I need to do, I have to do something more than these little gig jobs and stuff. I mean, it's good, because it's easy, but it's not like something you can make thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, I have been getting a lot of um, a lot of requests, some surveys with all these different jobs, and it's like, oh, we pay extra $50 for travel bonus, $30 for travel, and this go, can you go to do these 8 stores, and it's getting too hot. I mean, it's good and all, join a car, go to the store, do what I need to do, get in the car, but after a while, I'm like, ooh, just, this heat is kind of brutal. Now luckily here in Atlanta, the gas prices has been going down. The gas prices today, if I went to the gas station today, it was $3, 3.64 at the Quick Trip, and then I could have went to another gas station, Speedway. That was $3.54. So the gas prices in Atlanta has been, it is about 3.54, 3.60 something, and I don't know, is that tax thing with the Biden administration? Is that implemented? But I know the state of Georgia had suspended the sales tax on the gas, which is usually about 20 cents or something like that. So I don't know if that's because of that or is the gas prices naturally going back down. So who knows? And luckily for me, I don't have to really travel so much and drive so much when I do when I go to work. 'Cause, I only work up the street, and if I do my gig work, I'm only doing it right around the area that I need to go. And I go, to Buckhead to go to my doctor's appointment. But if I try to do something, oops, hold on, y'all, I'm getting hot. I need to throw some water on my face. Whew. Whew. Okay, I'm back. I had throw me some water on my face. It's not hot, hot, but dang, I say it's cooling down some. I tell you that because I'm quite sure if I was in this house early in the day, it probably would have been 90 degrees in this room. So, but it's 87, and the window, well, three of the windows are open. This fan is on. So, but I know one thing: if you don't have to go nowhere and you live in a hot house or hot apartment or house, they got these cooling centers you can go to, and you could probably go to let me see, you probably go to Walmart, um, the mall. I think they said the mall. Try to go someplace. I know they said the mall. I never been in the mall for so long. I never gone into Lenox Mall for so long, or any mall for that matter. But you go to some of these cooling centers to cool down. That way you could, if you don't have nothing to do, just you want to leave the house and go somewhere that's cool. Go somewhere that you could go to the mall and sit down. You know, or do something. I know at Amazon sometimes it'll be cold. You walk in there sometimes, you know, it's not burning up hot, but they got it cold in there too. But I said, shoot, with all that, the big as that warehouse is, and they drawing all that energy, I'm surprised there ain't no power outages around here. Because I don't live 3 miles, 5 miles from the facility. So that Amazon being as big and huge that it is, I'm surprised that they blow out the energy, or whatever. So, but today it didn't rain. It said it was going to rain, but it said scattered showers, but it didn't rain today. Now, sometimes it may rain later on the night, like the middle of the night, like 2, 3 in the morning. It may suddenly start to rain. All right, y'all. It's 4 of y'all in here. Where's the other 3 thumbs? I would appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up. Oh, let me tell y'all what happened at Amazon. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but if you Google it, somebody in here in Georgia stole $200,000 worth of goods out of Amazon. And they said this happened 2 years ago. Well, this person probably was doing it for a while. And they probably was capturing it on camera, keeping track of it and kept going until they got to a dollar amount where it'd be a federal crime. So anyway, last week when I came in the building, one of the persons, she was HR, and I said, "Oh," I was asking her about internal positions. I'm going to focus on internal positions at Amazon, but I'll talk about that in a few minutes. So she said, "Oh no, I don't work at Amazon anymore. I'm not HR anymore." So she worked in safety, not safety, security control, something, right? And I said, "What?" So I saw she had that new position. So, and she used to work at Domino's. So I was like, you know what? I need to start seeing what they got internally. And. So anyway, so I asked up back that incident that there was on the news last week about the guy who in Noonan that was stealing at the facility, not just at Noonan, but he was going to Alabama and other states. And he was just, because see, when you go, then she told me he worked here at Stone Mountain. I said, "What?" They said, "Yeah, he worked at Stone Mountain too. He was an employee at Stone Mountain as well." So I was like, "How he managed to get the badge?" You have to, when you go into the building, you have to always have your badge. You scan in with the badge. You scan in when you get to the facility, to the station you work on. When you leave, you just can't leave. You have to scan out with your badge, everything. So somehow or another, he managed to. Um, I don't know how he got other people badges to do that, but I think it was 2 people they showed in the film, but they were showing him loading up those yellow crates in the car. And I know it had to be those iPods and those iPads, because I'd be taking those things come down and I'd be unboxing them. Would be those the Apple computers, the iPods and the phones, and ooh, and he was like $200,000 worth, over 200,000. So they caught him. I said, "Shoot, they was watching him." They said, "You think you slick to steal?" No, no. Shoot, everything you do, everything I scan in that place, they scan everything. So that fool, had to be black. I was like, dumb ass. And I was like, why when I first worked there, I first got there, I said, "Why they got this police officer? Why they hanging out, just park their car all day? They ain't got nothing to do. Be parked in front of the Amazon." Now I know. People be walking in there, and there'll be thousands and thousands of people coming out. Every time the shift over, be thousands and thousands of people walking out there. And you better have this clear bag. When you walk in, you better have a clear bag. But I said, who's this? You sit there stowing, you come across these expensive ass iPods, iPhones, whatever, and shoot, who you think you that must be crazy. You think you're just gonna slip a box in your bag and then just walk out, just walk on out. And then they had it where somebody had access to the back, to go in the back of the building and stuff. They got cameras everywhere. And man, if y'all, I wish I had that video. I could have showed it to you up there, but it's on there. If you look at Amazon, Noonan County facility, 200,000 or whatever, you'll see a video on this on there. You probably find it. It was right up on the news. It was like last week sometime. And they showed the video and everything. Had the yellow crates. I was like, shoot. And even shoot, I said, I know one thing. I said that case. I said they have to invest. It has to be more than him just doing that. It had to be other people involved. Other people must have been involved in that, from security to other employees or whatever. They showed him everything. They showed him walking, getting the scanners out of the cabinets and stuff. Everything. I was like, oh my god. He was in Alabama, Georgia, somewhere else. I was like, how the hell? So I said, shoot, if you somebody try to steal your badge and be, nope, or do whatever. They sit there just like if I worked at the IRS. People used to do stupid stuff there too. Every time you work at the IRS, you pull up anybody's information, relatives, family members, TV stars, whomever, and you ain't supposed to be pulling it up, and you don't have no case. That's not your case you working on. That's how one of my former other coworkers, she got fired, worked at the IRS for 12 years, and she looked up one of her relatives because the relatives talk about they couldn't have no money to pay and this and that or whatever. And she gonna pull up one of her relatives' tax information, and they had ticked the Treasury Attorney General Tax Authority came, asked her why she did that. Well, you tell me, and I was like, oh god. I was like, stupid. I would never do nothing. I would never do nothing that stupid. I don't care who. I need help. I can't tell. Nope. Don't even, nope. No, no, no. I was like, hell no. I said, shoot. You go work at Amazon making what, $16 an hour or whatever. It ain't not worth me going to prison to steal over 200,000 or whatever. That's as stupid as hell. So, I know I come across people all the time. They be trying to do slick stuff. You know? Well, I know how to get across. I said, don't do it. Don't do it. You know, people trying to deviate their ways. Like one person yesterday I spoke to them. I was, they were telling me they had their friends or relatives do their taxes. I don't know. And I was telling them I was going to start offering tax services. And they was like, I always had this friend. He got a tax business and everything. He been doing taxes for years. I said, okay. Did he sign your return with the PTIN number? She didn't read. They ain't trying to notice nothing. I know he did it right. People swear up and down. They, I know he been doing it, but I don't know if I'm coming here because he be wanting more money. I said, well, how much did he want to charge? He wanted to charge. It was like $350, $400. I said, what kind of return? I'm asking general question. Well, I was trying to clean my house, and I don't know, he didn't do it. I was like, oh shoot. When she said that, she had a basic return. I said, man, you just had a basic little simple return, and somebody trying to make me know about that's your friend. I was like, people are so loyal to people when I ask them and offer my services. Well, I got a friend who do, and that's okay. And I ask little questions, and they be like, it's okay. So I said, my focus this year, next year rather, I'm staying away from these little petty little tax returns that people really could learn to do it themselves. All you do is typing information, but I'm breaking away from these um, certain people that claim that they got these other people charge $500 and they think they got this magic. They have this big magic about getting a lot of money. So I'm done because I get to the point where even when I say, okay, I could see, make sure you maximize you know, the credit, especially when they had that the CARES Act, and people got ran. People fell for the okey doke when they did that, and then when they tell me, oh well, he got me this amount of money, I said, well, what was the business that you had on the Schedule C? Well, I ain't had no. He told me I could do it. I said, okay, you're gonna be contacted real soon for some illegal shit because they haven't done nothing for 2 years about that. They just started last year, and they've been real quiet. I'm telling y'all, they've been real quiet about doing it. They haven't caught up. So a lot of people, you've been self-employed, and you've been especially if you've been doing this gig work full time, like making your primary source of income is from whatever. I don't care what it is. Uber Eats, Grubhub, whatever. If you ain't pay no taxes and you had all that negated to zero, it says, and you owe that, it's just a matter of time. Because like I tell people, they have 10 years statute of limitation. And the system is so broken, they so behind that um, I'm going to focus more on those compliance issues people have. So I think that's that's where the move is going to be, and it's going to be a lot of issues coming up, especially when you starting to get into this type of economic disaster. I guess you want to say. I don't say crisis, but um, if things come up in the coming years in terms of the economy, it's that's when they really start buckling down. That's when they want to suddenly start buckling down and enforcing a lot of um, fraud. Now I know some people say, "Well, they ain't get these big companies and these big corporations and yeah." You can't. Like I keep saying this for years. You can't focus on yourself. You can't focus on these big corporations and these big companies. You got to focus on what you're doing. You know, and when we enter this recession or whatever, I don't know, all this economic issues and stuff, the only good thing about it that we're not in a recession technically is because the job market is still low. Unemployment is still low, 3 point something. And there may be some layoffs at some jobs, but it depends on what it is. But that great resignation of people resigning and feel they could jump into another job and do something else, you know, I'm going to say it. It didn't fare well with black folks. Black folks don't got that luxury. Oh, I'm gonna quit my job. I could find you something now. I don't care what nobody say. Black folks, particularly, I ain't gonna say people of color because I don't know why people say people of color. Black folks don't have that luxury in terms of economic empowerment and you know being well. It's always gonna be a struggle as a collective overall. You know, and other people, race of people, if you think of people of color, if you think about Asian, Indian, Mexican, Hispanic, they see they not gonna struggle financially. They're not gonna be like um poor overall in a sense because they do what they need to do. You know, they put themselves, speaking of Mexican and Hispanic people, they put themselves in a position. They be struggling hard, but they still be making well off income wise as a whole. You know, and I know I worked at the IRS, and you saw those tax returns and how much money they was making, landscaping, doing grass, doing this and that. You know, they may be a lot of people living in the house. They They just put themselves where they just come together and do what they need to do. Have their own businesses. You go to neighborhoods, they have all their businesses, all those different markets, stores, home, hair salons, everything. And even you go to Asian communities, it's the same thing. They let their money cycle circulate within their communities. You know, I'm not, it's hard for everyone, but it's how you go about it. That's all I got to say on that. Me, if I'm gonna still work at Amazon, let me tell you, I'm still gonna be there. I'm gonna still work. I'm gonna still do these two jobs and do these other gig work as well, and manage to try to pay debts. Try not to pay it. I don't have no credit card debts, but if I could pay off those HOA fees that I've been behind, and luckily for me, they dropped all those late fees that I was late on, but I'm still paying monthly, so I've been pay off my Nissan Rogue and the mortgage and the student loans. I'm gonna see what happens with Biden with that damn forgiveness. But if he says $50,000, I'll be happy. I'll be, ooh, at least I'll be halfway paying off the debt. But I'm not gonna argue about that with the student loans because you hear all these stupid people talking about why should they get their loans forgiven? I didn't go to school. Why should I? Why should they get it forgiven? Or I paid off my student loans, so I should, all kind of. Ooh, I hate that argument when people think, you know. But anyway, all I know is for those gig workers, still doing all the food deliveries and all those things, I haven't really seen it as much in Atlanta. Well, for one thing, I haven't really been going out to these fast food restaurants to the point where I be there all the time, which is hardly. Maybe I go to Culver's, but I don't go on regularly like I did. Now, I did go yesterday because I did want a fish sandwich and I didn't feel like cooking anything. And even though I may get a chicken biscuit for breakfast when I'm on my way back home, but I don't do that every day, y'all. I just go straight on home, you know. So I haven't really been eating a whole lot. So at the end of the month, when I look at my budget, um, especially when August comes, I'm going to really be revamping my eating habits with more cooking, more. And I'm not going to eat this whole lot because it's been kind of hot. So I did eat me some watermelon. I bought me a big, huge watermelon at the farmer's market. I didn't buy it at the street where that lady was selling it. I didn't see it today. No, I didn't see it the other day. I think she probably already left at that time. So I bought me a big old seeded watermelon at the farmer's market. It was $10. And it's in the refrigerator now. So I'm trying to let it get cold. And I'll cook tomorrow so I could bring my dinner, lunch/dinner for work tomorrow when I'm working. Make me a little cucumber and spinach salad. Make sure I bring me a big old gallon of water. I'm gonna try to drink a lot of water because my sugar levels is getting it's wacky. So, and then I'm still going to South Carolina. So I'm not leaving this week. So I will be leaving. I'm trying to wait for my laptop. That's the only reason why I haven't really, Dad and my coworker is going to do my hair on Sunday. And I'm going to I'm going to shampoo it tomorrow. I should shampoo it tonight with this stocking cap. Let this heat condition my hair very well. So, oh goodness. So, I don't know. That's about it. But this year's gone by pretty fast, y'all. It's like August, September, October, November. 5 more months. Can you believe it? 5 more months. And I still have my goal. I'm still doing these different things on these different apps with the receipts and coin out and all that stuff. So at the end of the year, I'm gonna see how much money I made on those extra receipts and stuff I've been doing. And so far it's been very good. I've been getting points, coins I can convert to cash. It might be about $100 with one app. So I figure if I did three of them, I may be able to get about $300 with all these different apps I got going on. And I'm gonna show y'all how to do that one day. And once I figure out how to share the screen. So I've been trying to do different ways of making extra money. That's for sure. You know, I figure if they want scan receipts, I just scan receipts. I got a lot of points. It's not like $100 worth of points, but I mean, when I use the receipts for multiple things. So that's a little bit ways of making money. I'm still trying to get to more subscribers. I'm not at the 1,001K. So I appreciate y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. So I can get these subscribers. I mean, you're gonna make a lot of money with 1,000 subscribers, but you know, it would be nice. And figure out what my niche is and figure out, how can I get 50,000 subscribers or make something from YouTube, something. Even if it's an extra $500 a month, that would be good. But anywho, I've been on here 47 minutes. I guess y'all not on tonight. I know I see the same one person. And thank you, Lynn, for commenting. I finally see that you came across one of my videos. So that was nice. All right, y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And watch out for another video. I may have a special guest, and it may be a surprise when I'm going to do something. But anywho, hey, 3 people. Ain't nobody saying hey, hi, nothing. All right, well, I'm going to go. Y'all stay hydrated. Please drink a lot of water. Please stay cool. If you live in a hot house, you could go to Walmart or some store, somebody's store, just to sit down and sit inside the store or sit at the McDonald's. I don't even know McDonald's is a cool place. I don't know. A mall, wherever there's a cool. I know the mall usually have something going on. You know, maybe go to one of these convenience stores that got a beer cave where you can walk into a cold cooler and stand in there and sit there for a minute. I don't know, but I think Walmart had a cool thing you could go to. Usually they stay pretty warm. I think Walmart. I don't know. You have to just go around. Maybe you Google it. They'll say what places have buildings that stays cold. So, all right, y'all. I guess I'll talk to y'all later on. Please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. Talk to y'all later.